Healing versus fixing. I think when a man in this case, has a deficiency that he himself identifies, he does himself a disservice when he labels and categorizes that deficiency as some aspect of him being a broken man. When you look at these deficiencies in a way that you think you're not supposed to acknowledge them to people around you, you create the connotation that you are somehow at fault and that you're in a state of being broken, and you look to mask that from the people around you. Well, here's the thing. There is not a man on the planet who is perfect. There's not a man on the planet who does not have deficiencies. Even if you wanted to create this standard of a perfect man, even that man, during the course of his life, will develop different directions in which he's moving, each one representing potential deficiencies because of its newness, if for no other reason. So it's sort of like, I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu. If I were to go to a karate class, I would put on a white belt. So let's say that I was the perfect jiu-jitsu practitioner, and believe me, I'm not. But if I were, that doesn't speak to the deficiencies I would have if I went on a karate journey. So just movement alone will preserve a amount of deficiency in an individual, which means it is a natural thing for a man to have. When we look to mask those things, when we look to pretend, what we wind up doing is we're saying that those deficiencies are weaknesses. Those deficiencies speak to the lower level of status that we deserve as men. And it couldn't be further from the truth. It's not even, I have a better way to look at it than that way. No, it is literally inaccurate. When you are broken, acknowledging deficiencies now have you need to make the concession that you need to be fixed. I would much rather advocate for a relationship with this state that men acknowledge their deficiencies as wounds that they may accumulate, and these wounds need to be healed. It's not about fixing a broken man. It's about healing a wounded man. By the way, if you are worth a shit as a man, you will expose yourself on a regular basis to the type of adversity and conflict and unknown obstacles that will produce wounds, that will produce trauma, that will produce, injury at times. But when that occurs, understand first and foremost, it is a testament to a man moving forward that he has those wounds. And to resolve and alleviate those wounds is not to fix the man, it's to heal him. And part of that healing process is he is always stronger than when he began. When you fix something that is broken, you imply that it is at a sub-functional level and it needs to be fixed so that it returns to its functional level. That is not the process that happens to a man who exposes himself to conflict, to trauma, to the unknown obstacles of a life well lived. The process that speaks to the reaction to those exposures is a healing one. And at the end of it, it is synergistic in that at the end of it, a man is more than when he started. Broken people, sure, they need to be fixed, but don't consider yourself to be broken just because you have some healing to do.